Hello, welcome to my channel. In the last video, we looked at the theoretical aspects of Kubernetes. In this video, we want to create a Kubernetes cluster. If you can recall from the last video, I said something about Kubernetes cluster. I said that the reason why we work with Kubernetes is because we have multiple containers that we want to manage, that we want to scale, that we want to work as a unit. And I said that um, all the multiple containers are what makes up the Kubernetes cluster. So the first step in orchestrating your container, in making them act as a unit, is to create a cluster, a Kubernetes cluster. So let me share my screen and we'll start the process of creating a Kubernetes cluster. Okay, so the subscription, the resource group. So let me create a new resource group. Let me call it 204 Cube. Then cluster detail. So I'll leave it as dev tests. Kubernetes cluster name. Let me call this, what should I call it? Let me call it frankly Ayo. The region, East US is fine. Availability zone, I don't need one. AKS pricing tier, I'm fine with free. Uh, fine with free. Then the Kubernetes version, this is fine. I'll just leave everything as the default, automatic upgrade. So this is fine. I'll leave everything as it is. So I hope I created a new resource group. Yeah. So let me review and create. So we are creating a Kubernetes cluster. And this cluster is the primary platform that will ensure that all our containers work as a unit. Yeah, so this takes some time. It usually generates a lot of files, a whole lot of files. Validating. I'm tempted to stop this. Okay, it's already, it's done validating. So now let me quit. So the deployment is in progress. So what we want to do is um so we are starting with this cluster, then later on we are going to um use engineers. We are going to see how um we can have Nginx image being accessible via Kubernetes. But the end goal is to have an application and a database deployed via Kubernetes. And you'll be seeing that. This takes some time. Let me refresh. So a lot of these files are being created. Let me go to the resource group so that you see the ones that have been created already. So many files. It works with a whole lot of files. You can see the Kubernetes service here. So let me open it so that we'll see all the files. And this is even without me, I didn't connect a registry account, a container registry. So over here, we can see the Kubernetes resources, you can see namespaces, the cluster is still being created. You can see workloads, still loading. It's taking a lot of time. So I think let me just end this video. Then in our next video, we are going to see, I will explain the content of the generated files. Then I will also take it a step further by showing us how we can create a deployment. Um, so using workloads, you can use workloads to create a deployment. I'll be using Nginx. We'll see how we can do that. Oh, okay. So I hope we get the point. So we can see how we can create a Kubernetes cluster.